welcome to my channel. My name is Hannah. So for today's video, we're going to be doing a Sephora haul. So the Sephora VIB sale just ended a week or two ago. I can't remember exactly how long ago, but yeah, it took about 3 weeks for me to get my package. Even though the Sephora VIB sale is over, I still thought I would go ahead and film this haul because I love hauls. I like seeing what people got and what they bought from Sephora. Make sure to subscribe down below. Give this video a thumbs up if you do enjoy it, and if you want to see what I got from Sephora, then just keep on watching. So yeah, I do feel like the Sephora sale is the best time to splurge on products you've been wanting to get or pick up restocks. So yeah, things that you go through pretty quickly and we're gonna restock on anyways. It's just the perfect time to pick it up. First two things that I picked up is brow pencils. These are kind of boring to me, I don't know. But these are two of my favorite brow pencils. So the Fenty Beauty Brow MVP Ultra Fine Brow Pencil and Styler in the shade Medium Brown. I really love this one. Mostly love it for this brush. I just feel like it really blends everything in. It makes it look more natural and fluffy. So I picked up another one of these, and then I also got I had the sample size of the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil, but I really liked it and I used it all up. So I went ahead and picked up the big size of it, and this is in the shade 4. So yeah, I picked that up. And then another restock is the Ole Henriksen Balancing Force Oil Control Toner. I probably have repurchased this in every single Sephora order since I've tried it. I mean, I talk about it in almost every single video, I feel like. So yeah, just if you have oily, acne prone skin and you haven't tried this, go try it. Thank me later. You're welcome. Okay, the next thing that's also a repurchase is the Ole Henriksen Find Your Balance Oil Control Cleanser. So I kind of got like a few things from this line, but I really love pretty much everything from the green line. It's so great for oily, acne prone skin. So yeah, I went ahead and picked up another one of these. So the other thing I got is the Ole Henriksen Counterbalance Oil Control Hydrator. It's ultra light, controls oil, and mattifies with Green Fusion Complex, neem seed oil, rosehip fruit extract, and AHAs. Pretty much it's just a moisturizer that's supposed to help reduce oil and the appearance of pores. So I picked this up because I don't know if you remember, but I got the Origins Original Skin Matte Moisturizer, I think is what it was called, and I did really like that, and I almost re-picked that one up. But then I seen this one by Ole Henriksen, and I love Ole Henriksen, so I thought I would pick this one up instead. So yeah, I'm really excited to use this. I'm gonna use this as like a daytime moisturizer and a moisturizer underneath makeup, since it is like a mattifying moisturizer. But yeah, I'm really excited to use this and see if it actually works. And I'll probably use this on first impressions actually. Okay, so the next thing that's a repurchase is the Too Faced Hangover RX Replenishing Face Primer. I've mentioned this a lot on my channel too. I love using this underneath makeup as a moisturizer. I feel like it's like a really nice moisturizing primer without making me oily. I never get oily with this. It just gives a nice moisturizing base underneath my foundation, and it's almost a little bit tacky. It's not like the Milk Makeup tacky, but it's just kind of got a little bit of a stick to it. So yeah, I love using this. I feel like my makeup goes on really smooth when I do use this, and I love it. So yeah, I repurchased this one. So the next thing I got is the Jouer Sunset Bronzer in the shade Light to Medium. So I had dropped and broke this bronzer a few months ago, and I finally repurchased it. I do really love this bronzer. It's a really nice, I don't know how to explain. It's like a very nice like neutral undertone bronzer for my skin tone, and that's what they look like. So this is the light to medium one. I think they have a few shades now. I know they used to just have 2, but I'm pretty sure they have a medium or a dark deep one or something. I don't know. I know it's for deeper skin tone, but yeah, I really do like this one. It is a matte. Did I say it was matte? It's matte. I only really like matte bronzers, so yeah, I really do love this one, and you get 2 for like the price of 1. So yeah, I wanted to go ahead and repick this one up. And then the next thing is kind of new to Sephora, I guess. So these are the BADESCU facial sprays. So the cucumber ones, I like the most. I just think they smell the best. I feel like they all kind of have the same effect. They all do the same thing. They're just different scents. But I do think that these smell the best to me. And I got 2 of the 4 ounces because I kept trying to get the 8 ounce and it would sell out in like an hour or 2. So yeah, I finally just decided just to get the 2 4 ounces. But I also got the aloe, herbs, and rose water. I do like the smell of this one. I got a 12 ounce. I was gonna get 2 of each. I do like this one too. If you like roses, you'll like this a lot. I like to use it before makeup. I like to use it during makeup. I like to use it after makeup. It just really helps to add that extra hydration and just make your makeup look a little bit more skin-like and not so makeup-y. So yeah, that's mainly what I use these for. Other than that, I pretty much use these like primer water, or what are those other, all the primer waters out there. That's pretty much what I use these for, and I think that's what a lot of people use these for. But yeah, I picked some of these. The next thing is, I guess, kind of a repurchase. I got the Urban Decay All Nighter Long Lasting Makeup Setting Spray, and this is the extra large size. So this one is 8.11 fluid ounces. I think in the originals you normally get 4 ounces. Like a year or so ago, I got the 2-pack of the All Nighter. It was like a limited edition set. You can get 2 4 ounces. But I do really like this All Nighter spray. I think that it makes my makeup last longer, and I do really like them. I just never could bite the bullet to spend the money on the 4 ounce one. But since I seen this, that they have the extra large one, I was like, okay, I can spend the money on this. This one's only like a few dollars more. I want to say I really want to say that the 4 ounce one is like $35, $39. And this one was $42, which is still expensive, but compared to paying for the 4 ounce one, this is such a better deal. But I'm pretty sure these are limited edition. I don't know, but I'm really excited to have this back in my makeup collection because I do really like it. It's just hard for me to spend the money on the 4 ounce one. So if they keep this one around, I'll keep repurchasing it. But it's honestly a lot bigger than I expected. Like, it's pretty big. I mean, I was actually pleasantly surprised with how big this is. I kind of thought it was going to be like a little let down, but it's actually pretty big. Let me see. It's even a little bit bigger than the BADESCU spray. I don't know if it's just the way the packaging is, but yeah, I'm really glad to have this back in my makeup collection because I do love it. The first time I ever tried this, I used it at a wedding that I was the maid of honor in. And it kept my makeup on all night long. So yeah, this is a like foolproof setting spray. It's definitely a cult favorite for a reason. So one repurchase is the Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder. I've honestly fallen back in love with this. I do think it's a really good powder. It's definitely pricey for what it is, but I will say you actually get quite a bit of product in it. I got a few other translucent powders because I feel like I'm just like in a rut with powders. Like I can't find one that I'm like living, breathing, and dying for. So I got a few, but yeah, this one is like everyone's favorite. Unless you have dry skin, I don't think you'll really love it because it is pretty matte. But I do really like this powder. You get 29 grams of product. So yeah, I do really like this. I love it to bake, to set, everything. I just went ahead and repurchased a new one. Okay, the other thing that it's kind of a repurchase is, I guess it's not really a repurchase, but it's this Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Instant Retouch Setting Powder, and I got the shade Butter. I actually did use this today just because I wanted to try it out, and I have my other powders I wanted to save for a first impressions. But yeah, I really do like this one. One thing I will say that I've said a few times with the Fenty Beauty powders is definitely keep the little cap that it comes with because that just keeps all the product from like flying out. But even then, I'm not gonna open it, but even then product will still come out of the packaging. The packaging is not my favorite, but yeah, I do like the lavender shade, but it's just super brightening and it's not the best for every single day or for when I just don't want a super bright under eye. I wanted to use the powder, but I just didn't want that lavender, like super bright under eye. I went ahead and picked up this shade because this is the closest thing that I have to translucent. So yeah, I just went ahead and picked up a new shade in this one. I don't know if anyone knows this because I don't know if I've mentioned it, but the Fenty Beauty powders do have fragrance. I kind of forgot about it. Maybe I got used to it with my lavender powder, but when I was using this one, it's definitely got that like perfumey, it's like a perfumey, I don't know how, it's like almost kind of floral fragrance to it. I don't know why all of her other products that I have don't have fragrance, but this is the only thing by her that I have that has fragrance to it. So yeah, just wanted to mention that. The next one I got is the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Loose Powder in the shade Cupcake. When this first came out, like a year, was it a year ago? Was it over a year ago? I can't remember. But when this first came out, I feel like nobody really liked it. I feel like it was like very mixed reviews. I feel like everyone hated it because of the smell, but then all of a sudden, I don't know what happened, but for like the past few months, I have been seeing everyone using this and raving about it. So yeah, I got the shade Cupcake because it's kind of like a pinky undertone to it. They did have, what was it called? Pound Cake, I think is their translucent shade, but I wanted to get Cupcake because I don't have a pinky undertone powder like this. Yeah, I actually don't mind the packaging of it. And it comes with like a little cap like the Fenty Beauty ones do, but this one's already on there. Gosh, it's hard to get open. So I finally got that open. Honestly, I don't love the cap on this one because it closes in there so tight that when you try to open it the next time, it just throws powder everywhere. But I don't know if you'll be able to see it. I'm trying not to spill it, but that's what that color looks like. It's just a nice pinky salmon. It's almost like a salmon pinky undertone. It does have a net, which I know isn't like most people's favorite packaging. I don't really mind it, but the only thing, I don't feel like the fragrance is that strong. I might feel differently when I'm putting it on my face, but like just smelling it, like there's definitely a fragrance and you can definitely smell it, but I don't think it's like overpowering. Like the Fenty Beauty one to me is just as strong as this one, but maybe I need to put it on my face and then I'll like really smell the fragrance. But I know Huda Beauty is very known for the fragrance in her products, like especially her complexion products. But so yeah, I got that one and I got one more. I don't know. I have one more translucent powder just because I told you I've been in a funk. I've been weird with translucent powders lately. But the last one that I got is the Anastasia Loose Setting Powder and I got it in the shade Vanilla. This is like the translucent one. I didn't want the white one because I really didn't know if it would cause flashbacks and I didn't know how bright it would be. But yeah, so I got this one. I've heard mixed reviews about the Anastasia one. I feel like people either love it or hate it. Or, okay, let me not say hate. I feel like people either love it or just like about it. Like it's just an okay powder. Yeah, I feel like everyone talks about how big it is. When you only get 25 grams of product, and in the Laura Mercier you get 29 grams. So I think the packaging is just big. I don't think you actually get that much powder in it. I think it's just kind of an illusion. And it's also flatter. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's like more like a disc when most powders are more like, you know, you get what I'm saying. More like deep. Does that make sense? I don't know, but I just think it looks like it has a lot more product than it actually does. But yeah, I'm excited to try this. I've heard the reviews on Sephora are actually really good, but the reviews on like from influencers, everyone just seems to be like about this powder. I don't feel like anyone really likes it. But yeah, I'm excited to try this one. So I got a few concealers. I don't know why, I just was wanting to try out some new concealers. So I got the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Vanilla. I feel like this is a cult favorite. It's been a cult favorite for years. I've just never tried it, but I've heard really good things about it. So yeah, I love the packaging of NARS. It's just so sleek and like velvety matte. I got Vanilla because instead of like the actual lightest shade, because Vanilla was claimed to be fair with a pink undertone, and I want to start getting into more like pink undertones underneath my eyes to kind of really help to brighten underneath my eyes without being like crazy bright, but just having that little pink undertone will really help to brighten up on my like fair skin. But this one's a little bit deeper than I expected. But anyway, I'm still super excited to try this one because I've never tried it and it's like a cult favorite for every single person on YouTube. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and stick with concealer. So the next one I got is the Fenty Beauty, what is this one called? Pro Filter Instant Retouch Concealer in the shade 110. So I actually used this one today. This is what this one looks like. It's pretty much just a smaller version of the foundation. Again, I've heard mixed reviews on this concealer. I've heard that some people like really like it and use it, and then I've heard a lot of people absolutely hate it. I'm kind of in the middle about it. I don't know. I tried it today and I wasn't loving it. It was just kind of, this is going to sound weird, but I almost felt like it made me look more tired, and it emphasized underneath my eyes a little bit more than I would have liked. Yeah, I got the shade 110 even though I am the shade 120 in the foundation. Mostly because the shade 110 was like more pinky undertone, and like I said, I want to use more pinky undertones. But yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to keep trying this one. Right now, I'm not loving it. It looks fine. It's just, to me, it makes me look a little bit more tired. It emphasizes like my blueness and like the bags underneath my eyes a little bit more. So yeah, I'm gonna keep trying it and see if I like it the more that I try it. And then the last concealer I got was the newest one out of all of them, and it's the Pat McGrath Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Concealer, and I got mine in the shade L1. Yeah, so this is like the bougiest makeup product I own. I almost wanted to get her foundation, but I keep hearing that it's just not worth it, and I keep hearing that, I don't know, it's just hard for me to pay so much for a foundation, but I did really want to get the concealer because I've heard nothing but positive and rave reviews on the concealer. So I wanted to go ahead and get this one, but it comes in this super fancy packaging. Don't mind where I ripped off the letters, but you just lift it up like that, and then you have the concealer. It's definitely a bougie product. Like, it's very weighted and it's glass, so if you drop this, I pray for you. I pray for your bank account. Yeah, I'm really excited to try this one. I really want to use this one in first impressions because it is still new. It claims to be a weightless, full coverage, high performance, runway tested, mother approved concealer. So yeah, I'm super excited to try this one because the reviews on this one is amazing. So I got 4 of the Laura Mercier primers, which I know is excessive, but I was so excited for these for some reason. I really love Laura Mercier as like a brand. It's just very neat and clean, and I just love that about them. They're definitely more of the the more expensive side of makeup. But yeah, I was really excited for these, and the sale was happening, so I was just like, why not? So I got 4 of their new primers. So the first one I got is Perfecting. So that's what this one looks like. Super cute packaging. I'm kind of like intrigued about the Perfecting one because I don't know if it's supposed to be blurring, hydrating, amazing. I don't know. So, but I really want to try this one in first impressions. It claims to be a flawless canvas for makeup application and extended wear. It has green tea extract, helps protect skin from signs of aging, while vitamin C visibly brightens an even skin tone. So yeah, I'm really excited to try this one. And the next one that I got is the blurring one. I used the blurring one today, and I do like it so far. I don't really know how to, these are silicone free primers, by the way. That's like their whole thing with these primers, is they're all silicone free. And I do actually think that it did blur my pores. It kind of reminds me of like the Smashbox one. Like the texture of it kind of reminds me. It's almost like a gel type of texture. It's a instant mattifying filter, visibly reduces the appearance of fine lines, pores, and imperfection. Microalgae conditions skin over time for improved look and texture. So I think these are all also skincare based. They're not supposed to be bad for your skin. They're kind of supposed to help your skin like over time of use. It's what I feel like I'm getting from these primers. But yeah, so that's the blurring one. I do like it so far. Obviously, I'll just see how my makeup wears with it and see how it wears over other foundations. And then the last 2 is the hydrating one. It says this is a wake-up call for the complexion. Olive extract visibly smooths and locks in hydration, while marine hydra botanicals replenish skin and promote long-term moisture recovery. Did that not take me longer to say? I feel like that took me 5 years to say that. But yeah, so this one's like the baby blue one. I also used this one the day before I put on the blurring one. I was kind of using it like I used my Too Faced one or the Smashbox Primerizer. It's kind of like a water, it kind of reminds me of like those gel moisturizers that kind of turn to water once you put it on. It's super hydrating and it feels really nice on the skin. And I feel like if you have oily skin, this isn't going to make you extra oily. So I just like put a little bit on the back of my hand. And as you can see, it's just like the more you rub it in, it just kind of turns into like a water gel moisturizer. I do really like it, and it honestly felt really nice on my skin. Last one is the protecting one. So I got this one just because of the sunscreen. I kind of want to see if I could use this underneath makeup as a primer, but also even if I'm not wearing makeup, use it as like a daily sunscreen. This one is the ideal blend of priming and protection. The weightless, non-chalky, broad spectrum SPF 30 formula helps protect skin against the harmful UVA, UVB rays. A vitamin C and E blend helps improve the appearance of skin over time. So I just really want to use this as like a sunscreen during the day, but also use it underneath makeup. So that's what this one looks like. I'm really excited for this one. It is so hard for me. Like I said in my last vlog, if you watched it, it's so hard to find a sunscreen for oily skin that isn't super greasy, so oily, and doesn't just clog my pores and break me out. So if this one will be a good daytime moisturizer and it won't break me out, then, and it will work well underneath makeup since it is a primer, this will be my favorite thing ever. Okay, so the next thing I got is the Patrick Ta blush in the shade, wait, what are these called? Monochrome Moment Velvet Blush. I got it in the shade She's Seductive, so I was trying to get, I want to say it's called She's Passionate. It's the soft pink one. I really wanted to get that one too, but it kept selling out and it literally came back in stock the day after I put my order in. But I am kind of glad that I waited just so I could try this one, see if I even like the formula. And then out of all of the colors, this is the shade that I don't really have in my collection. It's like a mauve-y plummy shade, and I don't have a shade like that in my collection. So I thought if I really love the formula, then I can get the pink one. But for now, this one is fine. I already have it dirty. How? I've had it for 5 minutes. Okay, so this is what the packaging looks like. It's just like a rose gold packaging. This is what the color looks like. I've heard good and bad things about these. I've heard that they're really sheer, like they're very buildable blushes, but then I've also heard that like the formula on these is so great. When I swatch it, it's really not that sheer. That's what the color looks like. I don't feel like it's really swatches that sheer, but you never know on your face. I mean, a swatch is one thing and putting it on your face is a whole nother thing. So yeah, I'll use this in the first impressions, let you know how I like it. So the last two face products, I feel like I've been here for ages, is the new Fenty Beauty Cheeks Out Freestyle Cream Bronzers. So real quick, I was super excited for this launch. I did a would I buy it or pass or purchase video, and I mentioned the freestyle or the cream blushes and bronzers, and I was so excited for this collection. But from the reviews, especially with the blushes, it seems to be kind of a letdown. I decided to pass on the blushes even though I did plan on getting them. For now, I decided to pass on them mostly because it just didn't seem like it was great for oily skin. I feel like all the reviews are with dry skin people, and every dry skin person seems to absolutely love them, but for someone who's oily, they just look like a really oily, greasy type of blush, and it just left like a really dewy look, which is really pretty. It's not the smartest idea for my oily skin because I know it will make me look so greasy, especially when I do start to get oily throughout the day. So yeah, for now, I decided to pass on them, but later down, I might decide that I want one. So yeah, I just got their cream bronzers for this time because I did hear actually good reviews about the bronzers. And so I just decided to pick these up, but I got two shades. So I got Amber and Badescu. So Amber is the lightest shade. It's like the contouring shade for fair skin. But then BADESCU is the second to lightest shade. So it's like a little bit more warm. So this one is BADESCU. And this one is Amber. So you can definitely tell that Amber is very cool tone. I'm a little bit scared of Amber. I'm kind of scared of all of them. I've never used like cream blushes and bronzers. But yeah, so I did swatch them the other day. And I'm a little worried about them. Just touching them, they feel very balmy. And I don't know if I'm going to love them. Let me shear this one out. I don't know. They recommend Amber for fair skin, but this just looks like death. Like it's so cool tone that I'm afraid that it's going to make me just look like a vampire or like dead. So yeah, but it does blend out really, really nicely, and it blends out a lot more sheer than it looks in the pan. I know that they said the difference between these and the matchsticks are these are a little bit more sheer and buildable, and they have like a more, they're not so matte, which I don't mind. But yeah, so I am a little scared of Amber, but I am going to try it, and then I'll go ahead and swatch BADESCU. This one's just a lot warmer, and this one's like a more like true bronzer. Amber's more like a contour shade. So yeah, they're very creamy, I guess, which isn't bad, but I don't know. So there's BADESCU, and then I'll just like blend it out. Okay, I feel like it kind of mixed with Amber, but that's that one blended. But yeah, I am excited to try them. I'm a little nervous because they do seem very balmy and almost a little greasy. So yeah, I'll keep you updated. I'll do a first impressions using these. Okay, and then the last things are lips. So the next one I went a little ham with. I know, I don't need to hear it, I know. These are my favorite lipsticks. I have mentioned them a few times on my channel, and I've also mentioned them in my Sephora recommendations video. So these are the Huda Beauty Power Bullet Matte Lipsticks. So I got 6. I know. But yeah, so I got a few colors. I'm wearing, which is pretty much all gone. I'm wearing Joyride and what's the other one? And Girls Trip. I did Joyride, but it was a lot deeper and more cool tone than I was expecting, so I ended up going in with a little bit of Joyride. So yeah, I'll just go ahead and swatch these two before I show you the others. So first I'll swatch Staycation. So this is the like lightest nude that I got. I've heard a lot of good things about it, but I swatched it yesterday and I don't know if I'm gonna love it. But this one is Staycation. It claims to be, it's like a neutral nude, I guess, is how I describe it. And then the next one I got is Girls Trip. This one is, I'm really excited for because it's just like a pinky nude. And I love pinky nudes, so yeah. This one is Girls Trip. The next one I got is Joyride. So this one's like a deeper nude on my skin tone. If you're like the medium tan range, this will be like a true cool tone nude. Kind of like a mauve cool tone nude. So that one is Joyride. And then I got Wedding Day, which is like a mauvier, pinkier nude. Clearly I'm really good at describing colors, but yeah, that's Wedding Day. And then I got Payday, which is like a berry color. It's like a pink berry color. I really don't know how to describing these colors is so hard, but that's that one right there. And then the last one I got is the deepest one that I got out of all of them, and look how pretty it looks in the tube. Why did I just do that? Look how pretty it looks in the tube. It's just so vampy. The packaging of these are very aesthetically pleasing. But yeah, so this one's just like a purpley red blood color. So I really don't have a lot of like vampier shades, But yeah, I'm super glad that I got these. I know it's like a bit excessive. Those, if you haven't tried the Huda Beauty lipsticks, I've said it once and I'll say it again. I really, really love the formula on those. They last really well, even though they're like a creamy matte. They're not like a dry matte formula. They're very creamy. Okay, and the last two things I got is the new Smashbox Always On Cream to Matte lipstick. So I love this Smashbox Always On Matte liquid lipsticks. I love the formula on them. They're not super drying and they have a great color payoff. I will say though, I feel like I've had mine for like a year, I think, maybe. And I just feel like the color is so different on them. Like my Fair Game one is so gray and so cool tone on me now. I don't know what happened. It used to be like a pinky nude on me. It's so gray on me that I can't wear it anymore. I guess it just went bad, but I've never seen like a lip product go bad and then the color completely changes. So yeah, I got a nude and a deep color. Like I said, I feel like I don't have very many deep colors. So yeah, but this one is Hoops On, and then I got Just Barely. They had a lot of really pretty colors, honestly. So I got Just Barely, which I think was like a pink, the pinkier nude. I can't remember exactly. But this is what they look like in the tube. They're like a teardrop shape. But I've heard really good things about the formula of these, how they're like, they dry almost like a liquid lipstick, but they're very creamy and comfortable. So that's Just Barely. It's like a pinky peach. I wouldn't say peach, but it's like a pinky neutral nude. And then I got Hoops On, which is a lot deeper. And yeah, it's super creamy. If you can't see, like they're very creamy colors. I probably could have skipped Hoops On or Ladies Night. I didn't notice how close the colors were, but I will say that Hoops On is a lot more of a like red undertone, and this one's a lot, and Ladies Night by Huda Beauty is a little bit more like a purple undertone. But yeah, I'm so excited to try these. Okay guys, so that is everything that I picked up from the Sephora sale. Let me know in the comments what you picked up. I would love to hear everything that you got. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!